guys, it's Cupcake and I'm coming to you with another get ready with me video. I actually got a new makeup palette, an early Christmas present from my husband, but I picked it out. And I figured that I would show it to you and maybe swatch some of the eyeshadows. I haven't used it at all yet, so I'm excited. It just came yesterday. My hair's drying. I just freshened up the color a little bit with this Ion Bright purple or violet color. I put it kind of on my ends where I had some bleach, and then worked it into my roots and whatnot. So my hair's just going to be air drying for now, and I just have a little bit of product in it. I'm really actually starting to like my hair. I think it's getting to a good length. I really never have long hair, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. For some reason this wants to be all twisted, so anyway. So let's get started and we'll just chat. I have a little bit of a wet sponge here that I'm going to use, and it's a little stained with makeup, but that's okay. I'm going to use this concealer that I got from Ipsy. Just going to squeeze a little in my hand. It's nearing its end, and I'm going to blot it onto my sponge and just kind of go around my T-zone to start with. My lips are really dry right now, so sorry about that. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of blend it out a bit. Okay, and then I'm going to take my tinted moisturizer, or beauty balm is what it says, into my hand. This is a little bit dark on me right now, but it is what it is. And then I'm going to get kind of the places a little in my hair, you know, that the concealer didn't reach. And then just kind of blend and wipe to combine with the concealer. I like a bit of a dewy look, which using a wet sponge can help with, and then also like moisturizing products. Okay, that appears to be pretty blended in. Okay, and then I'm going to take this Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette that I'm always using, and I've been using this one lately because it's kind of more of a blush My husband said I was looking a little orange with the other ones, so I just am using my sponge and kind of wiping it off a bit. A little on my nose. Okay, for a little bit of color. Alright, and then for the new eyeshadow palettes, the Morphe Nikita palette. This is what it looks like in all of its beautiful glory. I'm really excited about some of these. Like I said, I really haven't touched it at all yet. So I'm really interested to see what some of these look like. I feel like I'm going to get a lot of use out of this one here. And I'm excited to see what this looks like. It's a pretty pinky color. I'll probably use that a lot too. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. Ooh, okay. My husband is really excited about this green color. So that's what that looks like. And then I'm excited to see what that looks like. It's pretty dark. Let's go ahead and try that. That's like a lighter color, but very pretty. I'm excited to see what this one looks like. Ooh, I like that one a lot. Ooh. I really like shimmery shades. I do have some makeup brushes on the way, so maybe I'll get into using them more than just using my fingers, but it's pretty. Okay. I've also really interested in what that looks like. Oh, that's really, really dark. And this glitter. Very, very glittery. It's very holiday flashy. I think this is really pretty. This Poppy Chulo bronze color. And I'm excited. I found a red look. Ooh, that's pretty. Wow, that's bright. I'm gonna do a red look soon. Because I found one on Instagram and my husband thought it was really cute too. So I'm excited to have a red eyeshadow because I think that's really pretty and bright. Let's go ahead and try this bright pink. It's pretty. I'm sure I'll be using that one a lot. This pink Sakura. That's pretty. That is called Pussycat. And then I want to try this one called Nick. Ooh, I really like that. I'm gonna put that up here. I'm definitely gonna get a lot of use out of this one. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. I'm gonna go in with this estrogen color a bit more, brighten up that. And that's really cute. And this purple is really cute too. Now that I'm looking at it, I really like these. Ooh, I think I'm gonna go with this ABG. Yeah, I like that a lot. Ooh, okay. And then I'm going to go back in with this katana over it, kind of blend the two together. There will be a lot of looks coming for sure. So with this, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this palette. So really excited about that. I got it while it was on sale. It was half off. And so normally I think it's 25 or 30 and I got it for half of that, which is awesome. So anyway, that's gonna be my eyeshadow, and then I'll finish up with the rest of my makeup. You know how I do, kind of messy with my makeup, but I like it. Anyway, so today, thus far, I went to bed really early last night because I was really tired, but we did watch the season finale of Great British Bake Off, which was great. And then if you haven't gotten into that show, it's so amazing. I got my husband into it. We've gotten our son into it. It's so delightful. Anyway, we watched that. We watched the next episode of Mandalorian, which is pretty good. So far, I'm not as excited about this season as last season, but I do think that it's good. Yeah, let's see. So anyway, I went to bed really early last night, and then I woke up in the middle of the night and I was watching some more of the show Y-O-U on Netflix. It's like a kind of a teen version, but still MA, like for mature audiences, on Netflix, and it's kind of like a Dexter type show. So I was watching that, and then I took some melatonin because I have a hard time getting back to sleep, and ended up sleeping in like off and on until 11, which is pretty late for me. I got up, I had some coffee, I had a protein bar, I started some yeast rolls because I made them for the first time for Thanksgiving and my family loved them. And they're actually pretty simple. Like, I was afraid to try them because I'd never worked with yeast before, and they turned out really good. And so those are on their second rise right now. So I did that, and then I decided to go for a walk and just listen to music, like a brisk walk. I haven't been working out for the last week. I did work out one day with my son, and then later I went for a walk on my lunch break. I was working from home that day, and it was good. It was really good, but I was so sore for days afterwards. And it's just given me a lot of thought because I've given it a lot of thought since then, like, because I've not been super happy with where I'm at. Physically, mentally, I haven't been in the best place. And so I was doing better when I was walking a lot more. And so I think that that's something I need to incorporate into my life again, especially for my mental health. It will definitely help physically as well, but I think more than anything, it helps my mental health, especially because I have OCD, and it just helps give me some like mental clarity. So it's just relaxing. I just listen to music, and you know, I'm getting a bit of a workout. It's just altogether like a good thing that I want to incorporate back into my life. And then still doing, you know, the workouts when I feel well enough to. Like, not that I'm like sick or anything, but I just get really, really sore. And, you know, I mean, obviously it wouldn't be as bad if I was able to do it like more often. My body would get more conditioned, more used to it. But I also don't always have time for it. I mean, I definitely could obviously make the time. You have the time that you make, but I don't always want to either. Like, if I'm working in the office, I don't want to go and walk and get like all sticky and sweaty and then come back to work. You know, if I'm at home, then it's not such a big deal because I can take a shower, I can change my clothes, you know, while I'm on my lunch break, and then get back to work. So yeah, it's not as big of a deal if I'm working from home. And then by the end of the day, like, especially if I'm working in the office, I'm really tired. And then I come home and I make dinner and I clean up, and then I'm finally relaxing. So it's not something that I have, you know, that I always want to do. But I definitely want to walk more. And then I do want to keep working out because I can already see some of the muscle tone that I have gained from working out more often dissipating. And, you know, I mean, it's obviously not what I'm trying to do. So that is my day so far. And then I have to run to Walmart and get a few things. It's not like what I absolutely want to be doing, but I need a few things. So I'm going to. I might be wearing my mask, even though they're not strictly enforcing masks. And so a lot of people are not wearing them. And here in Arizona, we're having a spike again in our cases. So yeah, anyway, so that's what's been going on. I made Thanksgiving dinner. My husband helped me on the tail end, but he slept really terribly the night before, and so I just kind of did it, and I was really proud of myself, and everything turned out really great, thankfully. And I mean, it's a huge accomplishment for me because you know, 3 years ago I couldn't cook, I couldn't bake, I wasn't good. I didn't take the time, I didn't put in the effort, like, I didn't know enough, I didn't try to know. I was not good at those things, and I didn't do those things. You know, like, the extent of what I made was very extremely simple, like sandwiches, or we were eating fast food, or, you know, like occasionally spaghetti, but not like with the meat or anything, just straight up spaghetti or straight up macaroni and cheese from the box, you know, frozen pizza, those kind of things, frozen burritos. So the fact that now, you know what I mean, I've like learned to like make a lot of things and make them taste good, and I have more confidence, and I'm doing it all the time, is a huge accomplishment for me, and it really helps me to feel better about myself. I think that, you know, when you have weight loss surgery, you get such a high from losing weight and seeing it just come off, and you're seeing the fruits of your efforts. And then as you go on, it gets harder, and you can eat more, and like you become more lax about what you're eating. And I mean, most people do. And then sometimes you gain some weight back, and I definitely have. I'm up more than 30 pounds from my lowest weight, but I also wasn't my happiest at my lowest weight. I still felt fat. I still felt gross because I had all this loose skin. You know, I was still not happy with myself. I didn't have a lot of muscle tone. And so now I have more muscle tone. Also, I've gained back some of the chub that I had, and so my body is a little more shapely, which is nice, but I'm still not like 100% happy with that. And I think ultimately what I need to continue to work on those things. My eating it's usually pretty steady. You know, I eat kind of good. I eat some stuff that, you know, isn't the healthiest. You know, like I'm not super low carb, but I don't eat the way that I used to either. And I do focus on protein mainly, and obviously I still cannot eat nearly what I was able to eat before weight loss surgery. So I I've kind of found a balance. Now there are times that like I eat way worse. The month of October was kind of one of those times because we always had like Halloween candy around and stuff. But for the most part, I eat fairly balanced. Some days are pretty low, like calorie and lower carbs. Other days are higher, and I try to get some exercise in, you know, when I'm feeling motivated enough to. Sometimes that's 3 or 4 times a week, and sometimes it's not at all. So I want to keep working on the exercise aspect of it, but I think most of all, I need to do that for my mental health, because there's not really a problem with my body as it is. I'm not unhealthy. I'm able to do all the things that I want to do. But yeah, I mean, obviously I'd be happier if I'd feel happier with myself if I, you know, was more fit, more toned. But most of all, I think that I need to keep exercising for my mental well-being, because that's what is having the problem. Not my body. My body's not the problem. My head is the problem, and I need to continue to work on that. It's like the days that I exercise, even though I'm going to be the same weight that I was before I exercised, I can look in the mirror and feel better about myself, feel skinnier, feel, you know what I mean, more attractive, accomplished. I look at myself differently when I do those things. And so that's what tells me it's not my body, it's my mind that I need to continue to work on. So anyway, that's a little bit about that. And yeah, like I said, I'm really happy with my hair getting longer. I'm gonna style it a bit. It's a little, still a little bit wet, but yeah, it's just wavy, and I put some stuff in it that it kind of gives it body, and I'm really happy with the length. Like for the first time, I've actually been wearing it down a bit, which I haven't done since I've been growing it out. So, but yeah, I'm actually happy with my hair as it is, which is nice because that doesn't happen very often, especially with when it gets longer. Then I either put it up all the time, or like I hate that it appears to like thin out at the bottom and stuff, and so that's kind of new. Work is going all right. I'm having to go into the office a bit more, which I don't hate. It's really the only time I get like social interaction besides like online, not only with the pandemic, we just don't have a lot of, or really any friends. So, I've developed some like friendships, work friendships with people. And so it's nice to have some social interaction. So that's been nice, but yeah, I've talked about it a little bit before, so if you watch my videos, you probably know a bit, but I'm a medical secretary for a neurosurgeon. It's just me and my supervisor and the surgeon. Although we work in an office that's part of, like, there's other surgeons, other office teams within the office. But I only work for the surgeon. And my supervisor schedules surgeries. And so my main responsibilities are to schedule new patients or schedule follow-up visits, send referrals, do orders. So like when the patients have their visits with the doctor will say, I want this patient to have this imaging, or I want this patient to be referred here. So I send those orders and records, taking messages for patients, you know, that have questions for the doctor, and relaying those to the doctor, usually electronically, and then relaying back his response to the patients, and phones and faxing, and sometimes getting authorizations. So there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it, and I really, really enjoy it. And every once in a while, I get to help run clinic where I actually room the patients and take their blood pressure. And I really enjoy that. I really enjoy like that face-to-face interaction with the patients and also with the doctor, because I really don't ever like talk to the doctor except like through like very short communication through like email and stuff like that. Just with the pandemic, and then he's just incredibly busy. So, and most of the communication happens between him and my supervisor, and then kind of gets passed down to me. So yeah, I really like when I'm able to run clinic, and I learn a lot. But I feel like I'm in a pretty good place with my job right now. Although definitely can be hard with my OCD. So dealing with that, but otherwise I feel like that's going pretty well. Things are going okay at home, you know, like my husband and I are in a good place. My son has been kind of difficult, and we are doing our best with that, but that's just kind of part of being a parent. Things are stressful, but they're okay. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with everything right now. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed, you know, the little update, and then just the look at my new makeup palette, which I'm really excited about. My husband and I are doing a very minimal Christmas for each other, and then, you know, obviously we'll give our son more of a Christmas, but yeah. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. I've got most of our Christmas shopping done, because I wanted to get it out of the way. I wanted to make sure that we were able to budget for everything. Yeah, I think that's about it. And my lips are super, super dry. Ugh. Okay. Anyway, I'll end the video here because it's getting long, like my videos normally are. But I hope you guys are doing well, and I will talk to you later. Also, I'm gonna put some mascara on because I don't have any on, but I really like this eyeshadow. And fix my hair and go to Walmart and yeah, do my weekend things. So anyway, talk to you later. All right, and really quick, this is my final look, except for my face mask, which is in the car, which I again will definitely be wearing. But yeah, just fluffed up my hair a little bit, put a little hairspray, and this is what it looks like.